Hey guys, it's Thursday night. This is your host, the sports nerd Brad Walker, and this is the Walker Report coming to you live from the beautiful state of Florida. The Walker Report is on In the Zone Sports Radio, part of NGSC Sports. Remember the website, it's ngscsports.com, ngscsports.com for all your current sports content. NGSC Sports, where we never stop. The show is sponsored by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out our Facebook page, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you'll find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pillows and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck pillows as well. Log on to ngscsports.com. Go to the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. We have a new sponsor. It is Cool Eye Cover. And as you can imagine, we're talking sunglasses. The perfect time for our sponsor is summer, as we all need those sunglasses. Our sponsor even has a great deal as NGSC Sports Partner. If you email E as in Edward, S as in Sam, G as in George, marketingsolutions@gmail.com, they will give you a 50% discount on your first pair of glasses. Visit www.cooleyecover.com and choose your glasses to receive the discount, and email esgmmarketingsolutions@gmail.com for the discount coupon. We thank you, Cool Eye Cover, for joining the NGSC Sports as a sponsor. Like I said, guys, this is the sports nerd Brad Walker. I am here live every Thursday night from 8 to 9:30 here on NGSC Sports for my weekly podcast. If you need to join me, guys, please call in. The number is area code 605-562-0444. The show ID is 4366391. Again, that is 605-562-0444. The show ID is 4366391, and then press the pound sign to get into the show. Also, guys, you can catch me on Facebook Messenger. My Facebook name is Bradley Lewis Walker. You will see a USF Bulls logo. It's green and gold. In case you're not in the state of Florida, it's green and gold Bull. You can reach me on there, or you can reach me there. Let me go ahead, guys. I'm going to go quickly over my topics because I have a guest coming on here in a little while. I'm going to go over U.S. women's soccer that's going on as we speak. I'm going to touch, guys, on the Yankees versus the Red Sox in London. Their two-game series begins tomorrow. I'm going to be talking to Von Allen Sports, who looks like he's already here. I'll be talking to him in a little while about some things about his YouTube channel and stuff like that. I really do appreciate him joining me all the way from the country of Bulgaria, guys. In case you notice, it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the United States. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in Bulgaria. They're 7 hours ahead of us, guys, so I appreciate him calling in. And then, guys, I'm going to touch on the Rays split between Montreal and Tampa. So that seems to be, it looks like, guys, I have a couple callers. So let me go ahead and take my first call here. The first caller I have is 973287. Caller, thank you for joining the Walker Report. What is your name and what would you like to talk about?
Hello, Braden Walker. It's Lou Tenor.
Hey, Lewis, how are you, sir?
All right. Well, I was hearing about the comments about the Rays / new version of the Expos, whatever you want to call it. That's gotta be ridiculous. I mean, first of all, the Rays are gonna probably lose a lot of revenue on this by splitting their games from Tampa Bay and Montreal to begin with. So it really doesn't solve much of a problem. And second of all, Montreal was not really supportive after the '94 strike. After it happened, they just said, forget you guys. We're gonna turn our attention to other sports and maybe just turn our attention to the Blue Jays. So what makes it think it's gonna, be even legit profitable to go to Montreal? They didn't care then. I don't think they're gonna care now.
No, Lewis, I agree with you on that. I don't really think, honestly, that deal is going to go through. Number one, there's no way the MLB Players Association they're not gonna approve that. There's no way they will approve that two cities split. And then, okay, let's look at it like this. If you're an owner of one of the other 29 teams, how is it that he is going to be in two markets and you can only be in one? That's not going to work. There's no way the owners will approve that. It's that there's no way the owners will approve that. It's no way. No way.
Well, there's always one owner that's going to go against the grain, at least.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, I have a coworker who made a good point the other day. He said if Stu Sternberg had the opportunity to buy one of the New York franchises, and I said, well, you can't say the Yankees because there's no way in hell the Steinbrenners are going to sell that team. I said he'd have easier chance to buy the Mets than he would the Yankees. So, I mean, to me, if Stu wants to live he wants to live the New York lifestyle, well, then maybe you need to sell the team and move to New York, if that's the case. I don't know what else to say about that.
Well, I don't know if they can support three franchises. I mean that worked until the 50s. Then the Dodgers and the Giants moved out.
Yeah, correct. Out to California. That is correct. All right, Lewis,
so
I'm going to have to let you go, but I got like two more people calling in. So if you want to hang in there, I'll mute you back and you can listen to my show if you want.
All right.
All right, let me go ahead. I'll get to my next caller. All right. The next caller, guys, I have is 231342. Caller, thank you for joining the Walker Report. What would you like to talk about this evening?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
I can, yes, sir.
All right. Well, I was just calling in because you're going to have Van Allen Sports on in a little bit, and I was looking forward to talking about his group on Facebook. I'm a big fan.
Cool. So am I, sir. So am I.
So if you want me to go back on hold, and when he comes on the show, I'll come back in. That's fine with me, or we can.
I can do that, sir. No problem. Let me go ahead and do that.
That sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. So like I said, I do have Von Allen coming on later on. I'm going to go ahead, guys, and talk I'm going to go ahead and talk about U.S. women's soccer here for a little bit. I know the women's team took a lot of frack for beating up on Thailand in the beginning game. They did go through the next two games without having a goal scored on them, but they got a wake-up call, guys, against Spain. They did win in penalty kicks, but they did get a wake-up call, and I have a funny feeling that it would have to be. It's going to be interesting now. They're playing France tomorrow at 3:00. It's going to be interesting because a lot of people predicted that this could possibly be the matchup that we were all supposed to see play out in the finals, and now that looks like one of these two teams will be knocked out in the quarterfinals. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I mean, the interesting part is that we. I think the United States got a wake-up call. We are the defending World Cup champions. So in retrospect, we're going to have to play well. Again, it looked like Spain took care of Rapinoe and Alex Morgan. So those two, they can't cover all three of them. We have three good forwards. It's going to be near impossible to stop all three of them. So if Heath can step up, it would be great. If one or three of them, if both of them can, they should have no issues moving on, to go to the semis to play their next opponent. But I think, thinking back to their, 13-0, drumming that they did against Thailand, and they only scored 5 goals after that in the final 2 group games. Um, so I mean, they got a wake up call. They got a wake up call, and it's just one of those things that the bad news is we all, as again being that America gets a black eye when we do something like that because we're the bullies. We bullied the the Thailand team, But guys, it's the World Cup. I mean, you're with the big dogs now, so it's time to wake up. I mean, seriously, it's time to you can't give them slack for that. In my opinion, you can't give them slack, and it's we're gonna have to wait and see tomorrow. I know I'll be watching to see. Hopefully, they beat France tomorrow and move on to the semifinals of the World Cup because the final is coming up next Sunday, the 7th. So it will be interesting to see if the United States is there again. France and U.S. are the two power countries. Germany's been a surprise, guys, so far in the tournament. So we'll have to, again, wait and see how that's all going to pan out tomorrow. I know, again, I'll be watching that as well. Guys, I really do appreciate everyone coming on. Again, I'm going to have Von Allen on. I appreciate all you guys coming on to hear what he has to say. I do have some questions I wanted to ask him, so I'm waiting for him to come on as well. I am also part of his Facebook group, and I do follow his YouTube channel. That's how I got to know him. I will say this, guys. He did change my opinion on something of who the GOAT was as far as quarterbacks. He had Montana versus Brady, and I said the reason that I had picked Joe over Tom was because of the era that Joe played in. Well, after watching Mr. Von Allen's hour and 20-minute YouTube video, that completely changed my mind. So I want to thank him for bringing that up to date and everything else. Let me go ahead, guys, because I got about another 15 minutes before he comes on. So, guys, what do you think about the Yankees and Red Sox playing a 2-game series in London? I know my buddy Lewis is a big Yankee fan, and I'm a Red Sox fan, so this is going to be interesting to see. Again, they're playing in London Stadium. I got to see a time lapse today on Twitter of them putting the field down to turn looks like a soccer stadium into a baseball stadium. But it's going to be interesting because this will be the very first time that the Red Sox and Yankees are playing on AstroTurf. I did not know that they had never, ever in their long history with each other have never played on AstroTurf before, but this will be the first time, or artificial grass. If you guys don't know, I'm from the Tampa Bay area, and Tropicana Field, where the Rays play, and I'll get into the whole Tampa Rays thing. I do appreciate, or the Tampa Montreal thing. I do appreciate Lewis coming on talking about that. But that is artificial grass. They don't have real grass inside Tropicana Field because it's an indoor stadium. But they're going to be playing on an artificial surface or fake grass, however you want to say it. But it's a 2-game series that starts tomorrow in London. So it's going to be interesting. Again, we all know the history between these two teams. Probably the most storied matchup in baseball. I mean, I guess you could say Giants and Dodgers too. You could throw that in the mix. Cubs, Cardinals. You could throw that in the mix as well. But as far as the American League, it's got to be Yankees, Red Sox. It's been that way, and the two teams hate each other. So we go back and forth. But here's the question that I have to ask, and I've been trying to come up with an answer all day long, is how do you have a baseball itself return to London where they play cricket? Because cricket, guys, they say that's where baseball came from. As we all know, cricket can last for days. They can score thousands of runs. It's a flat bat. They don't use, and they throw it overhand, but it goes down.